going on, everybody? Welcome back to Football Junkies. It's the morning of the draft day, one of the best days of the football year. So I had said before in my previous video how quarterbacks, especially, quarterbacks is a big story in the draft this year, aside from Saquon Barkley and the defensive end Chubb. They're the other headliners to this draft. But my favorite player coming out of college this year, quarterback-wise, is Baker Mayfield. Now, am I saying that he's the best NFL prototype quarterback? No. He is, from college, the most entertaining to watch. With that being said, he needs an offense, something similar to Oklahoma. The RPOs, let him make plays with his legs and his just natural athletic ability. Everything I've seen shows that he's nothing but a worker. Like, he just goes in and works. He showed that by being a two-time walk-on at two different schools and taking over. He's admitted he made mistakes. He has some character issues or whatever, so that may affect his draft stock or whatever. But for him especially, it's going to be hard for him to thrive, or for people to believe he's going to thrive, just because of the type of quarterback he is. He especially is a system guy. He needs a specific set of systems. One of maybe three systems. And Buffalo, I believe, is the best fit for him. The only problem is with the snow that Buffalo gets, there are some questions about hand size and size in general. But Tyrod Taylor's thrived in this system, and he actually kind of not necessarily reminds me, but has very similar skill sets as Tyrod Taylor. I don't know who is going to be first. This draft has so many different people saying, so many different things, whether it's Sam Darnold or Rosen or Mayfield or Allen or Rosen, even Lamar Jackson. But again, I don't think Lamar Jackson's going to end up playing. I think, in all honesty, he's a more athletic Terrell Pryor. That's what I see. He has terrible footwork. He's thrived off of being the most athletic and pretty much the best player on the field since he got to college. And even in high school, as a matter of fact, I was in the barbershop with somebody who went to high school with him, played receiver for him, actually. And he said the same thing. When he was actually in high school, he would play receiver for shits and giggles, and said he wouldn't do it ever again. But that's nor here nor there. Like I said, I don't think he's going to be... He's a serious project to be an NFL quarterback. I think Vince Young had a better arm, much better accuracy. I don't necessarily know if he had a better arm per se, as far as the deep ball, just pure throwing distance, but he kind of wants to use his feet too much, and that's going to get him hurt. Maybe closer to an RG3 type guy, and we all saw how that lasted. And RG3 had much better footwork and was able to throw outside the numbers where Lamar Jackson can't. I honestly don't see him going too early in the draft. I think he will go in the first round just because of the accolades and maybe pure curiosity to see if somebody can really turn him into the pro-style quarterback that they want him to be. I think the biggest question is what the Browns are going to do. Now, they have 2 picks in the top 5. So undoubtedly they are taking a quarterback, and that sounds terrible because they've gone through so many quarterbacks. The Browns need to think about what they're doing before they do it. They need to pretty much restock, and starting with the quarterback is not the right thing to do. Maybe you should learn from the last 23, 25 quarterbacks, something like that they've had. I don't remember the exact number. But you need an offensive line to do anything as far as a quarterback or running back. The best fit there, I mean, Tyrod Taylor is there, so whoever they get won't need to start. Knowing the Browns by week 5, he'll start. But I truly believe, being from up north, I am not up north right now. I actually live in Tennessee. But being born and raised in Pittsburgh, the AFC North is, I mean, you got to deal with the weather. The AFC North football is a little different. It's a little different breed. And I feel like you're going to need a quarterback a little bigger, a little more stable, to not only deal with the teams you mainly play against, but the weather too. And so I would say either Darnold or Allen will probably end up there. I just read something on Bleacher Report yesterday or 2 days ago that said they had narrowed it down to Allen or Mayfield. But at the same time, I kind of took that as a grain of salt and said, you know, there's a possibility that they're saying either Allen or Mayfield, and they take Sam Darnold just to throw everybody off. Like I said, I'm going to be watching closely. I have more small criticism or more to talk about after the draft. But my sleeper pick for the draft, and he may not show up until 3-4 years maybe, and I hope, is the kid from Richmond. I watched the Senior Bowl. Extremely athletic, extremely accurate, and he'll go late or later, and he's going to surprise some people. I hope he doesn't play out like a Colt Brennan, where he blows people away in the preseason and just gets hurt, or for whatever reason is unable to stay with a team. But I don't think that'll happen with him. But injuries, you can never account for injuries. My bust for this year, as of right now, again, probably Lamar Jackson. I don't think he'll be a quarterback very long. And if he is, he's not going to be very productive in the NFL, I don't think. You can only throw inside the numbers, and his frame, he tries to run in somebody like Terrell Suggs, or you get a hard-hitting safety coming down with a full head of steam, and he's not gonna make it very long. But Josh Rosen, I've liked Josh Rosen since he was a freshman, and I'm kind of curious to see what happens with him. And again, this all depends on where these guys land and how their skill sets mesh with the offensive style. So it's just a matter of time. We only got a couple more hours until it all kicks off, and in the first hour and a half, it's gonna be, the headlines are gonna be crazy. So stay tuned. If I don't make another video after the draft, I will certainly make one tomorrow morning. And again, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, let me know what you think. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.